Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? I'm the Thrill, and wanted to talk a little bit today about something that I've seen a lot of multiple times from multiple different people um, on Facebook and Juggalo groups, and um, just like on YouTube comments. Um, there are some ninjas who totally reject the second deck of Joker's cards from ICP. It is their opinion that I guess ICP was supposed to end after the first six, and a lot of people are upset because because ICP kept their career going. Um, what I don't get is that it was never, ever said by ICP or anybody that after the first six Joker's cards that they was just going to stop and not make any more music. By the time the Wraith came out, they were like in their prime. Why would they stop there? That makes no sense. Furthermore, if they would have stopped it after the Wraith, the story, it would have been an incomplete, unfinished story. It made absolutely no sense to not continue and make a second deck. I mean, they led up and they ended the first set with the fact that they followed God, encouraged Juggalos to find them, and boom, done. Well, what if a person didn't know what that was? I mean, and I do get it a little bit for some people. If you don't believe in God, then I'm sure you're not going to relate to the God thing, you know? So maybe the second deck, that chapter of the story, maybe that's not for you. But to deny and reject anything that comes from the second deck, I mean, it's not all that God type music. They put out some pretty wicked shit. Mighty Death Pop, there's some great songs on it. Bang Pow Boom's awesome. Lost and Found, there is still like Lost and Found album, especially the Lost album. They go back to their roots, man. Guts on the Ceiling, that is just like Falling Apart. I mean, Guts on the Ceiling, a guy, he falls apart and his body parts are all over town. Well, Falling Apart, Violent J, just stuff starts snapping off of him, and then finally he's just laying there. He ain't got no arms or legs. Confederate Flag, just like Rebel Flag, all the way to Carnival Carnage. So, I mean, if you liked Carnival Carnage and the concepts of that album, then why would you reject when they revisit those concepts? And why would you say that it sucks? As far as the sound quality, ICP has improved drastically. Their sound quality is like so much better. So I don't really get why all the Juggalos are mad. That I hope that they do like they have said multiple times, and they're up there when they're in their 80s rapping and holding it down. Why should they stop their careers? Just because you want the story to be over, or you didn't like how it ended, and now that they are expanding on that part, that aspect of it, you don't like it. But you can't ever get a ninja to admit to that, really. But, and I don't know if that's what it is all the way. I just know what the conversations that I've had with people in regards. They said that ICP is totally different, and they're not, because they are in some ways, but they still rap about the same concepts. They do the Joker cards thing. That's all classic ICP. I've given you a couple examples of the most recent Joker cards of how they go all the way back to Carnival Carnage, and the concepts that they used in that album. And there's other ones. Also, in the Confederate flag song, they make a chicken hunting reference. So that's all the way back to Ringmaster Riddlebox. And I guess I get that maybe this second deck, you got brought in, if you got brought in by the first deck, like myself, and most of my really good friends, okay, that was clearly, that message was for us. That's what became the Juggalos. And I happen to like the second deck, honestly. There's some, like the stupid Ghetto Rainbow song. That song is whack. And there is songs that I don't care too much for. But I could say the same thing for the first six. And that whole era, they came out with music, particular songs that I didn't really care for that much. But that's no reason to hate on ICP and deny that there's even a second deck. I literally had a guy on YouTube just the other day say that there's no such thing as the second deck of Joker's cards. And clearly, they're either delusional or they're on smoking some mad crazy shit, you know what I mean? But I don't know. If you guys want to comment and let me know what you think this is all about. And maybe, do you agree with them? Do you think that that ICP should have just ended their career after the first six, and just went to, I don't know, maybe being record label owners, and just producing artists, but not producing music? I'm interested in your thoughts. Maybe somebody can come with and explain their position in a way that I can relate to, because just, simply denying or simply hating or saying false statements like they are completely different now and that somehow their music style did a total 180, because that is really not true. The things that they rap about today, they were rapping about in the original six, except in the original six, we know that they, it was subliminal. They hid the fact, not very well. I wasn't fooled by the whole thing, but they did try to limit things that they don't limit anymore because it's already out. Okay, that is the difference in ICP's music. And yes, the sound, the music, all of it is a little bit different because music evolves. I mean, let's look back at like 1960s. The music today doesn't sound like it did it in the 60s or the 50s. Music evolves. ICP had to evolve to attract new audiences, newer juggalos. You know, there's juggalos being born every day. And if they don't keep their music style and quality up with the times, then all we will have is the first six. And I mean, trust me, the first six is very special in my heart. There is nothing that will take that away. In my opinion, the story of the first six Joker's card is the most genius story ever written. And it truly made changes within me that were for the better, and it was something that I needed. So I understand why people hold on to it so much, but the show must go on irregardless. We have that special. Maybe the second deck is for new juggalos to have that same impact on them as the first deck had on us. Did you ever stop to think about that? But anyway, that's my 2 cents for whatever it's worth. But more importantly, it's that I love each and every one of you, whether you watch this or you don't watch this, whether we ever meet in person. I still have nothing but love for every one of you. And in fact, if I found a magic lamp and a genie popped out and he gave me one wish, I would use that one wish so that everybody in this world would benefit from it. So that is how much I love each and every one of you. Until next time, deuces. Whoop whoop.